Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker and members of the House. Let me first address the major issues regarding organic farming. There has been research studies done by the US National Garden Bureau that states that actually there is just 150 square feet of land that's needed per person, and this is based on average US citizen intake, which is higher than that of Singaporean, and we believe this will be lower in the context of Singapore. In addition, a local study done by Ngee Polytechnic showed that land area available in the northern area of Singapore at around 100 commercial rooftops amounts to around 212 hectares, suggesting viable possibilities of creating an effective buffer scheme for food security. The person behind this, Professor Lee Sing Kong, Dean of Graduate Program and Research, he actually has showed that this is very viable. Also, the concerns about pest problems and also whether we can actually achieve these forms of food output with the given amount of land without using chemicals and other genetically modified crops. While we agree that perhaps output might not be as high as high-yielding varieties in GM crops, let me rest assure you that pests would not be a problem. We have actually went to research on this, and that is currently technology which makes use of fiberglass tanks which grow the crops within, and this means that the pests will not affect these crops. The only problem with this is the high startup cost, which is again one of the sticking points of the opposition. We believe that with these community food plots, while the startup cost is definitely high, we are quite sure that with these backup studies and trial runs of these, we are quite sure that they will be successful. Also, another one of the points of contention by the opposition is regarding the healthier choice and whether we will be actually sure whether nutritional values will be valid. One of the things would definitely be regarding the percentage. How do we know if it's healthy? Let me bring up a simple example. Recently, I just went to Giant Hypermarket, and they actually have healthier choice for mineral water bottles. Mineral water, apologies. And it doesn't really make sense to me to tell me that mineral water is healthier than distilled water, because I seriously cannot tell what's the difference between the water I drink. It is definitely right to review the healthier choice in terms of percentage of sodium content compared to food within the same category, such as the same biscuit. You can have cream crackers across different brands, and you look at the percentage content sugar, percentage content sodium, etc. And this will definitely be a good judgment of how we want to implement the healthier choice. Okay, let me just quickly sum up what the government would like to propose. So, there is one said that when spider threats unite, they can snare a lion. It is one said that when divided, there is little we can do, for we dare not meet a powerful challenge at odds and split asunder. I implore each and everyone in the House to look beyond what this bill has to offer. Look beyond the fears and troubles that we have pointed out today and touch the hopes and dreams of tomorrow. We must look for a brighter tomorrow, and that will come when our food sustainability is ensured and achieving environmental sustainability at the same time in the form of organic farming over usage of GM crops as well as synthetic chemicals. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.